guys, and welcome to your half Vinyasa, half gentle yoga class today. I know we all have some of those days where we really want to move our body, but we don't quite have the required amount of energy to make it through an entire 1 hour flow. But we also don't want to do something too relaxing like a gentle or a yin. So this class is designed specifically for when we're having one of those days. So what we're going to do, we're going to move through just a very basic beginner level flow for the first portion of the class, and then we're going to wind down with some really nice gentle stretches at the end so that you're able to get that movement, that energy flowing, but also not feel like your energy got completely depleted. So let's go ahead and start off today in just a simple and grounding child's pose. Bringing our big toes together to touch, opening the knees out wide, resting your hips all the way down towards your heels, and just relaxing the forehead down to the mat. And for the first few breaths, let's rest our arms next to our sides with the palms facing up in embryo pose. Allowing the shoulders to fully relax. Maybe swaying the head a little bit from side to side, massaging temple to temple, activating that third eye center. And then just bringing your head back to neutral whenever you are ready. As we begin to take deep breaths in through the nose, imagine yourself inflating like a big porous sponge. And with an open mouth exhale, feel yourself deflating and completely relaxing towards the ground. Again, breathing in through the nose, filling up the chest, filling up the belly, holding at the top. Open mouth exhale, letting it all go. And with the lips sealed, we'll continue our breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, creating a soothing and gentle rhythm with our breath. Taking a moment here to set an intention for our practice today. And with your next inhalation, let's walk both of the arms all the way forward to the top of the mat, keeping them at a shoulder width distance. Spreading through the fingertips, maybe even spider tipping the fingertips as you relax the shoulder blades down and away from the ears, elongating the torso. Take another breath in through your nose. As you exhale, crawl both of your hands over to your right, placing the left hand on top for a side body stretch. If you notice that your left hip begins to lift, just go ahead and ground it back down towards the left heel, creating a little bit more space between that left hip bone and the left rib cage. As you inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, walk the hands over to your left, placing the right hand on top, and this time grounding down into the right side of your body. Inhaling, bring your hands back to the center and press yourself all the way on up into a tabletop position, coming onto your hands and knees. Beginning with some rounds of cat-cow here. Let's start with the cat pose. So tucking the toes, pressing into your hands and knees, round your entire spine, dropping the chin to your chest. Imagining as if you're trying to press the floor away from you. With your toes untucked, inhale, relax the belly down. Press the heart forward and up as we lift our gaze towards the sky. Again, exhaling, rounding the spine, cat pose. Inhaling, arching the spine, cow pose. One more round, exhale, cat pose. And inhale, cow pose. One more time, exhale, come into cat pose, but hold it here with your hands pressing deep into the floor. Tuck your toes and lift the knees off of the ground. While you're still doming through your upper back, just go ahead and neutralize your spine so you're gazing directly in between the thumbs. Breathing into the lower belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, downward facing dog, sending the hips up and back. Maybe pedaling out the feet, bending the right knee, bending the left knee. Relaxing your head, adding a little soft bend to the elbows. And when you are ready for some stillness with your feet hips width apart, begin to work your heels down towards the earth. As you press your belly and chest back towards the thigh, lengthen your tailbone down towards your heel so that there's no pinching through your low back. And in your down dog, you're going to walk your hands just about 1 or 2 inches closer to your feet. So it's just a very, very small step. Still keeping that upside down V shape with the body. Reach your right hand for the outside of your calf, your ankle, or your heel. Twisting as you gaze underneath the left arm. Switching sides, right hand down. Left hand to the outside of your right foot or calf. And release that left hand back down to the ground. With a generous bend in your knees, walk your hands all the way back to your toes, coming into ragdoll pose, holding onto opposite elbows. Allow your torso to continue to gravitate down. Maybe swaying the body from side to side or forward and back like an elephant's trunk. Three more rounds of breath here, in through the nose, out through the nose. And with your fingertips releasing down to the floor, chin still tucked into the chest, very slowly begin to roll yourself all the way on up to stand. Your head should be the very last thing to come all the way up. Meeting into Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms are facing forward, fingertips are reaching down. Crown of the head is lengthening up. Inhale, circle the arms up high. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your low back, squeezing the palms together. Inhale, roll the shoulders open, spread your collarbones. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, circling the fist over your head. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing your hands all the way back down to the mat. Crawl yourself forward, high plank position. We're stacking the shoulders directly over the wrist. Pressing energy out through the heels as we level out our hips so that they're parallel to the floor. Pressing through the hands, engaging the upper back muscles, hugging the rib cage in. 2 more rounds of breath. Staying in your high plank, releasing the knees down to the ground. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward. With the elbows grazing the rib cage, exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, lift the heart up, cobra pose. Exhale, lift the hips back up, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhaling, lift the heels, bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise to stand, circling the arms up over your head, palms touch. Exhale, pray your hands and release all the way down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, peel the heart open. Exhale, planting the hands, step the feet back. Your choice, knees on or off of the ground. Exhale as you lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Again, take a breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Inhale, lift the heels, look forward. Exhale, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, press to stand, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, moving through your Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Taking 5 rounds of breath here, in through the nose and out through the nose. Once again, coming back to that gentle rhythm with our breath. On your next inhalation, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Keep the hips squaring down so that we're really focusing on opening our left hamstring. If you can see your toes back behind you, they should be pointing directly down towards the floor. As you inhale, lift the right leg up a little bit higher. Exhale, knee to your nose, tiger pose, shoulders over the wrist. Keep squeezing and tucking the knee up into the belly, or the thigh into the belly. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hip open. Turn your gaze underneath the right arm and even allow your torso to twist here. Left shoulder is dropping down, right shoulder is lifting up. Inhale, straighten the leg, square the hip down. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between your hands. Keeping your back heel lifted, inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach the arms up over your head, maybe a little bit in the back knee if that helps you release any pinching throughout your lower back. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, pivot open, warrior 2, heel to arch alignment with your feet. And just to open up the hips a little bit more here, let's straighten the leg and then rebend it a few times on our own. Maybe adding some extra movement throughout the torso and the hips for 3, 2, and 1. Settling back into warrior 2. Lengthen the tailbone down, pull the navel up, softening your gaze down the right fingertips. Turning the right palm up towards the sky. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, releasing our right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm reaches over the left ear for side angle pose, creating a diagonal line from your left heel up to the left fingertips. Straightening both of the legs. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, rebend, warrior 2. Facing the left side of our mat, inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the earth. Prasarita, Padottanasana. For those who have pretty open hamstrings, you can always pigeon toe the feet. That'll help you lift the sit bones up a little bit higher, deepening the sensation throughout the back of the legs. As we press back up onto the fingertips, inhale, lift the heart. Keeping your feet exactly as they are, exhale, crawl your hands over towards your right leg, pulling yourself in a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back to the center. Listen close, facing the back of your mat. Exhale, walk yourself all the way over towards your left shoulder. Once all 10 toes point towards the back of the mat, release the right knee down to the floor. Inhaling, Vinyasa, low lunge. The arms rise up overhead. As you exhale with your tailbone lengthening down, melt the hips a little bit deeper as you lunge into the left knee. Take another long breath in through your nose. Exhale, open arm twist to your left. The left arm reaches back, the right arm reaches forward. Actively press into the pinky toe side of your left foot so that your knee's not collapsing in towards the midline. Inhale, reach the arms up through center. Exhale, cactus the arms, take a back bend, squeezing the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach the arms back up long. Exhale, releasing the hands down to the floor. Step your right foot forward to meet the left. We're still facing the back of the room. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Reach the arms up over your head, palms touch. Exhale, pray your hands release down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting your hands, step back, high plank position, chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Completing our full circle, inhale the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step it through the hands, this time for warrior one. So your left heel pivots in 45 degrees, right hip pulls back. Inhale, reach the arms up over your head. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bind the hands behind your low back, squeezing the palms together. Inhale, roll the heart open. Keeping your fist, exhale, humble warrior. Right shoulder to your right thigh for a deeper hip opener. Right shoulder inside of the right leg. Crown of the head releasing down. 3, 2, and 1. Pressing through the right heel. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Arms circle up overhead. Straightening the right leg. Exhale, forward fold directly over that front leg for pyramid pose. If you need to, step your left foot up a little bit, maybe add a bend to the right knee. As you inhale, press up onto your fingertips. Taking modified reverse triangle, your left hand will go inside of your right foot. Your right hand goes onto your low back. Your right shoulder will roll open, encouraging the right hip down. And we'll go ahead and stay here today. Looking up towards the sky, that's okay for your neck. 3, 2, and 1. As you release your right hand down to the floor, we're going to keep spinning over the left shoulder, making our way into Brasarita, but now we're facing the right side of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, press back up onto your fingertips. Continuing to spin over to our left, walk your hands all the way back. So now we're facing the front of the room. Popping up onto the fingertips, inhale, lift the chest, breathe into that right hip flexor stretch. And as you plant your hands, curling onto the pinky edge side of your right foot, step the left foot all the way on top of the right foot. For a modification, drop the right knee down, or simply step the left foot in front of the right. Vashisthasana side plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing high plank position. Breathe in. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Open mouth, exhale. Downward facing dog. Take 5 rounds of breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. On your inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, but keep your hips squared. So as you press back into the right heel, you're feeling the majority of your sensation throughout the right hamstring. Look at your left toes, make sure they're pointing down. Inhale, kick that left heel up a little bit higher. Exhale, knee to your nose, tiger pose, shoulders over the wrist. Squeeze the thigh in towards the belly. Curl the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hip open, look underneath the left bicep. So continue to twist your torso through as well. Right toes are still pointing forward. Inhale, straighten out the legs, square the hip. Exhale, left foot steps forward in between the hands for high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Feet should still be hip width apart. Left leg is 90 degrees. Breathe in. Exhale, pivot open, warrior 2. And again, on your own, straighten the leg, rebend the knee, maybe move the torso a little bit as well. Just kind of get any tension, any kinks that you may be feeling out of the joints. And when you're ready, we settle back into our warrior 2. Check back in on your Ujjayi breath. Turning the left palm up, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose, left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm reaches over the right ear, palm facing down as you look up towards the sky. Straightening both of your legs, inhale, reverse your triangle, high five the wall back behind you. And exhale, settle back down, warrior 2. Facing the right side of our mat, inhale, parallel the feet, reach the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale, prasarita, forward fold. Inhale, press up onto your fingertips. Exhale, crawl your hands to your left leg. Make sure that all 10 toes are still pointing towards the right edge of your mat. Inhale, come back up onto your fingertips. Exhale, now crawling over the right shoulder, we spin ourselves to the back of the room. Releasing the left knee down to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, Vinyasa, low lunge. Exhale, allow the hips to settle down a bit more. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, open arm twist to your right. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Pressing the shoulders in opposite directions. Inhale, Vinyasa, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, take a back bend. Inhale, reach the arms up to re-lengthen. Exhale, hands releasing to the floor, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise to stand. Reach the arms up over your head, palms touch. Exhale, bow all the way down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, planting your hands, step back to your high plank position. Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Same leg, inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward for warrior one. Inhale, circle the arms up high. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your low back, squeezing the palms together. Inhale, roll the shoulders open. Exhale, humble warrior. Surrender down. Continue to lift the thumbs away from your back. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way up. Unclasp your hands so you circle them overhead. Straightening both of your legs. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hinge directly at the hip so that you're bringing your torso as far down that left leg as you can. Allowing your head to come closer and closer towards the ground. Now setting up for a modified revolve triangle pose, press up onto your fingertips so that you can lift your chest. With your right hand directly underneath the right shoulder, inside of the left foot, bring your left hand to your low back. If you notice the left hip is lifting, roll it down and back. Keeping your hand on your low back, roll the left shoulder open. Gaze can be down or up towards the sky. One more breath in. Exhale, releasing the hands down to the floor. Keep spinning over your right shoulder. Bracharita. Forward folds. Inhale, press up onto fingertips. Exhale, crawl to your right. So now we're facing the camera again. With spider tip fingertips, keep bending into the right knee. Feel that nice hip flexor stretch on the left side. Lift your chest. Planting the hands, exhale, step it back, moving through your vinyasa. Last one, lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Open mouth, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth again. Releasing the knees down to the ground. Let's come into child's pose. If you'd like to grab a sip of water, you have some time to do so now. When you are ready, let's bring ourselves back up into a tabletop position with your hips fully stacking directly over your knees. Let's lower down onto our elbows. If this is enough for you, you can stay here, just melting the heart down, or walk your left hand only all the way forward. As you walk the left hand forward, imagine like you're trying to pull your left armpit back towards your hip. You should feel a really good stretch here down the left side of your lats. Good. Lifting your forehead up, slide the left elbow back down underneath your shoulder. Walk your right hand forward, melt the forehead down, and then continue to pull that right armpit towards the shoulders, but resist the shoulder collapsing. You're still pressing deep into that palm, breathing down that right side body. Sliding your right elbow back so it's underneath the shoulder. We're going to stay on the forearms. Now your feet will walk all the way back, laying your pelvis down for Sphinx pose. Just like in Cobra pose, pull your chest forward and up, and then feel your elbows wanting to drag back towards your rib cage. One breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. With your arms like cactus arms, your wrist will be in line with your elbow, and your elbow will be in the same line as your shoulder. Pressing your right hand into the floor, step your right toes over the left leg. Coming back down onto our belly, bring your right elbow into that 90-degree bend, plant your left hand into the ground, and step the left foot over the right. Slowly rolling all the way back down onto your belly. Just one round of locust pose. Interlace your hands behind your low back. Squeezing the palms together, walk your heels in as close as you can. Spiraling the inner thighs together, roll the shoulders open. Inhale to lift up. Breathing into your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release all the way down. With your arms next to your sides, palms facing up, head turned to one side. Bend the knees and windshield wipe the legs. Releasing the legs back down, bring your hands next to your lower rib cage and press yourself back up to tabletop position. Looking in between your thumbs, let's step the right foot forward, keeping your right leg 90 degrees. We're going to bring our hands onto our right thigh. Just like we did in that low lunge, let the hips melt down a little bit, lift the heart. With your next exhalation, placing your hands on the floor, framing the right leg, straighten it out, half splits, forward fold, toes flex all the way back. Rebending the right knee, walk your right hand inside of the right foot, turning the right toes out 45 degrees to the right. You can slide the left knee back a little bit more if you need to, staying on your hands or working your way down onto your forearms for lizard pose. Just one more breath on this side. And as you inhale, pressing back up onto your hands. Bring your right hand to the outside of the right leg once again. Heel toe your right foot so it's back in line with your hip. Slide your left knee forward just a little bit, and then place the right knee back into your tabletop position. The left foot will now step forward, placing your hands onto your left thigh for support. Sink the hips down, and then push your torso away from that leg, creating more space between the belly and the thigh. Soften the shoulders, soften your breath. With your exhale, Placing the hands next to your left foot, straighten the left leg and forward fold for a half splits. Rebending the left knee. Slide your left hand inside of the left foot. Turn your left toes out 45 degrees to the left. Slide the right leg back. And take whatever variation you prefer of lizard lunge. I like to make like a nice little pillow for my forehead by stacking my fist and just giving my neck some nice support. Pressing back up onto your hands. Walk the left hand outside of the left foot. Heel toe the foot back to center. Slide your right knee in and bring the left knee back into your tabletop position. Swinging the legs over to one side and the hips to the other, we're going to bring ourselves down into a seat. With your feet planted out on the ground, grab your right ankle and place the ankle to the outside of your right hip. If this hurts the ankle too much or you're already feeling it a lot throughout the thigh, you can always support a blanket underneath or just open up your foot wider. The sole of the left foot is going to connect to your inner right thigh. With your right knee actively pressing into the ground, begin to walk yourself back for a half hero's pose variation. Some of you might be able to come down to the elbows, maybe all the way down onto your spine. For those who do make their way all the way down onto their backs, again, please make sure the right knee does not lift. And you also have the option to grab onto opposite elbows overhead, creating more expansion across the chest and a little bit of a back bend here. Keeping your lower and middle back off of the ground. Let's just take 2 more rounds of breath. For those who are reclined all the way down onto their backs, you're going to use your elbows to press yourself up and your hands to come all the way up into your seat. Straighten out both legs, give them a nice little shake. Planting your feet onto the ground again, grab your left ankle, bring the left ankle to the outside of your left hip. Walk the sole of the right foot to your inner left thigh. Stay here or start to work your way back. Close up the eyes. About 3 more rounds of breath in through the nose, out through the nose. For those who are reclined all the way down or halfway, again, use your elbows, use your hands to carefully bring yourself all the way up. Extending both of the legs out in front of us, giving them a nice little shake. And now making sure that you have space back behind you. Grabbing onto your knees, Rock yourself down onto your spine again, hugging the knees into the chest. With your arms opened out like a T, drop your knees over to your left and spin your gaze over to your right. And without forcing that twist too much, just allow every exhale to guide you deeper. Inhaling, bring your knees back to the center. Exhale, drop your knees over to the right, turning your head towards your left hand. Inhaling, come back to the center. With your feet on the ground, bring your big toes together to touch. With the soles of the feet together, butterfly the knees open. Go ahead and keep the arms out wide still, so you're taking up as much space as you can. Again, not forcing the knees down, not clenching any other parts of our body, but completely surrendering. Visualize your breath flowing directly into the inner groin. Visualizing the exhales, freeing up space in the body. Five more rounds of breath here. Bringing your hands underneath each leg. Slowly close up the butterfly wings. Drawing the knees into your chest, wrap the arms around the shin bones, curling your forehead up, rounding and squeezing as much as you can. Taking the deepest inhale you've taken all practice. Open mouth, exhale, Savasana, corpse pose. Coming back to your natural breath.